Hi everyone, this is Becca from Becca's Music Room. Today is Monday, December 17th, and it is 3 days before Christmas break. So I am in a pretty good mood, very tired. It has been a very long week and a very long weekend. Not bad, just very busy. I am just getting over my cold, and so yeah, got a lot of things going on. This week is the last week before Christmas. We only go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I know some people go all the way to Friday. If you do, you have my sympathies. I do not. And today is also holiday headwear day. So I'm wearing my little red hat, which is actually from Cracker Barrel of all places. And I have some reindeer antlers. Yeah, so it's like 7:45. I do have some stuff going on this week. Like I have to finish all my grades by Wednesday. I have to type all my lesson plans for when we get back from break. And then I also am trying to do some cleaning in my room and just kind of get everything organized. But right this second, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to the library and print off some things I need for my 4th grade today, and also a new weekly planning list sheet thing, because mine is gone. I was like, really? I can't have one more for the last week of school because last week was the last one on there. So I'm gonna print one off and go grab that, and then I will check in with you in a second. Okay, so I am back from the copier. I printed out a couple things. Let me just show you really quick so you know what's going on. Okay, so first off, I printed out some little to-do list. I think I'm going to maybe stick this on a clipboard and maybe hang a command strip so that I can hang it up. I think that's gonna be the easiest way to make that happen. So I'm taking the gifted certification program, and to do that I have to like film certain lessons, and so I'm basically doing them with my 4th grade this week, filming them and just kind of seeing if I want to do that with my classes when I get back. So it's kind of like a guinea pig day. We'll see how it goes. So we're doing a few things. We're doing this dice activity where kids are gonna roll the dice, and each number is a letter and they have to put it onto the staff. And so I have 2 different ones. This is my like easy one, and this is my more difficult because they have to do 3 letters. And so then I have some of these sheets. They're actually not what I thought that I was printing out, but that's okay. So I'm gonna use these 2 different days. For one day, I'm gonna have the kids come up with their own words for the treble clef using the letters from the treble clef. And then on the other days, I'm gonna use it just as a recording sheet, and they're going to pull letters and words out of a bucket to see which one they're gonna do. So those are my like differentiated lessons that we're doing this week. Again, I'm gonna try them today and tomorrow, see how I like them, and I might actually make that something that I do next time that I have all of my kids in January. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. I'm really worried about these dice rolling all over the place. I was going to get little like containers and I couldn't find them. So wish me luck. So my 3rd graders are doing centers today, and I just kind of wanted to show you my center setup. I have talked about it and shown it before, but I just want to let you see it because it's a little easier to understand when you see it. So I do 3 activities. So there's 1 activity in the yellow, 1 in the red, and then 1 at the front carpet. And so I have 6 groups, and so I'll have 2 sets of kids at yellow, 2 sets of kids at red, and then 2 sets of kids will come up to me at the front carpet, and that's like the teacher-led thing. And I got these boxes from Michael's the other day. They're just like plastic shoe boxes, and I was really on the fence about getting them. They're originally like $25, but I got them half off, and they had 10 of them. But they are like perfect, which I know because today when we went to do centers, I literally just grabbed them and took the lid off and then set them down, and that was all I had to do. I didn't have to like move things in and out. And so I have a set for my 4th and 5th graders. I have a set for my 2nd and 3rd graders, and I don't even have to worry about different things. So at this station, they are copying Sew Me and Sew Me Law patterns onto treble clef staves with bingo chips. At yellow, they are writing me a Sew Me pattern just with S's and M's. So pencils, and then they can color their ornament. And then up at the front carpet, we're gonna use some cards. We're gonna start with these. And then if they get that, then I'm gonna move them onto ones that actually have the treble clef on them. And they are going to play Sew Me patterns on the glockenspiels. And I marked Sew and Me. And then if they're doing a really good job, like I said, I'm gonna give them the other ones. And then there's also Law, so I'll just tell them the one above Sew is Law. So that's my goal. Really quick, really fun, and all centered about the same thing. And we should have time for everything if they come on time. Hey guys, so it is now my lunchtime, and wow, it has been a Monday morning in December. So I got all the stuff set up for centers, which is what I just showed you. And I was like, yeah, we'll have plenty of time to do this as long as they come on time. And they showed up 20 minutes late. Anyway, they came in and they were fine actually once they kind of settled down and we got to do some stuff. We did not do our centers because I was like, we're gonna have 2 minutes per center at this point. So I just flip-flopped what I was planning on doing today, we're gonna do tomorrow, and what I was planning on doing tomorrow, we did today instead. So that'll be fine. My 4th grade was actually pretty good for them. They earned 4 out of 5 points, which they normally earn like 2. So they are getting better. One of my students, right before, they were like in the hallway and it was before I was with them, and he got mad about something and just like stomped off to the back of the line. And so he came in and he sat in the back and he didn't do anything the whole time. But honestly, I just kind of let it go because he was trying to calm himself down. And so I talked to him at the end. I was like, I don't know what happened, but I know it happened before you came to me, so I'm not going to fuss about it. Like, you know, I said, you know, it's fine. You were calming down and that's okay. However, you need to do work tomorrow because otherwise, like, I'm not going to have any work for you and you're going to have a 0 because you didn't do anything today. So I need you to do your work tomorrow. And he was like, okay, that's fine. And he was really reasonable. So he had calmed down, which is good. One of my other friends in that class is all sorts of fun. And he was actually doing better than normal. I only had to talk to him like 3 times. Actually, I know it was 3 times because we do a strike system. So he had 3 strikes. I had talked to him 3 times about like talking or not following directions correctly. And then we had the recorders out and he was playing at the wrong time. So I asked him to put it up. He walks up to the front and like throws it into the box and then walks back to his seat. And then he was like, he took one of the girls' cleaning rod stick things and snapped it in half and then stole her pencil and was like throwing it. And every time we would start to play something, he would just scream. And it's really hard to hear if students are matching pitches if he's just screaming. And like, I know him and I know it's been months that I've had him and nothing seems to help. It has helped that he's had more like specific things, but he just like, I can't figure out what to do, honestly. And like I said, today was better and it has been better lately than it was at the beginning. And I have been getting the other students kind of wrangled in too, and that's been helping too. So he doesn't have as many people egging him on anymore. But I mean, he was definitely driving it in the first place. It was not ever, you know, them making him do anything. It was always him being kind of the ringleader and then everybody else chiming in and making it worse. So that happened. I texted what happened to my AP and asked her what she wanted me to do. I'm definitely calling his mom, but I haven't decided what like punishment to do. So I asked her what she thought, and he is not coming back in my room tomorrow or Wednesday. I went and talked to one of the other teachers who's like the behavior specialist, and he's gonna pull him out because I was like, he broke something. He cannot come back in this week. And next time I have him, I'll deal with it and it'll be fine. But just, yeah. And then my 5th grade came in and their teacher just like sends them down the hallway and doesn't even come with them. And so they come up and clearly they're like all over the place, which again, no one was with them. So I kind of understand it. And so I started doing some things to try to get them quiet. You know, like if you can hear my voice clap once, if you can hear my voice clap twice. And I had like 1 person doing it. And like trying all these different things, nothing was working. So finally I turned them around to march them back to class, and that got their attention. And they were like, what, why are we doing? And I told them, I was like, you are being so disruptive that I have not even been able to tell you to come inside. I was like, literally, I was just waiting for you to be quiet enough for me to say, please come inside without talking and keep the steady beat. That's all. And they were so loud we couldn't do it. So I told him, I was like, I'll give you 1 minute to get yourselves together. And if we get ourselves together, we'll go back into music and it'll be fine. If not, then we'll go back to class. And so they did. They got themselves together. So we walk inside and I told them, we are coming inside without talking, going straight to our dots, keeping the steady beat. If you cannot do that, we will try again. And they came in like a big hot mess. So I lined them back up and I told them, we're going to go outside. We're going to walk back in. That's it. If you can't do it, then it's just going to be a big hot mess. So they go outside and they were running their mouths. So I went back and I grabbed a bunch of work and closed the door and we started walking down the hallway, and they were so loud that we ended up just taking laps around the hallway, ran into the assistant principal. They weren't listening to her either. They listened a little bit better, but not much, and literally like walked in circles in the hallway for like 10 minutes because they would not follow directions. And then finally it was like a little bit better, and so I sat them down in the hallway, and by then there was like 5 more minutes. So I didn't even give them the work that we had, and I called like 20 parents. I'm like, I don't know. And I talked to them, I was like, look, this is supposed to be your fun thing. Like, you come to me to have fun, to have a break in the middle of the day. You need to do a good job so that can happen. Like, you need to control yourself so we can do that. I was like, if I can't even give you directions, we can't do anything. So hopefully tomorrow will be better. Hopefully. And if not, then I will take that work and we'll go back to, and we'll just do some written work. They didn't do it when the sub was here anyway, so I don't really feel bad at all because they need to do it. And yeah, so hopefully tomorrow will be better. I hope that I made my point across today that I am not playing. So we'll see. I now have 15 more minutes for my lunchtime. So I made some oatmeal in this mug. So I'm gonna eat it and watch a video, and that is all. Hey everyone, so I feel like today wasn't the best vlogging day ever. I apologize if it was kind of boring. It is now 4:30. I usually leave right at 4:15. If I can, if all the buses have come, because I do get here really early, but I actually had to write up my friend who was breaking things and throwing things and screaming in my classroom earlier. So I was just on the phone with his parents and doing all of that. The afternoon went a little bit better. First grade was good. It wasn't like their very best, but it was still pretty good. And then my kindergarten never showed up. So I don't know why, but they just didn't come. They have been coming really, really late. So it was like by the time that I realized they were even later than normal, I was like, you know, there's not even a point calling them and asking where they are because they're, you know, by the time they get here, it's gonna be over. So that was really nice, and I will even show you what I did. This is what I did. I cleaned out my basket. So I have this basket over here is where I put things that need to be dealt with. So like things that need to be graded, or like my recorder, or I sometimes stick my clipboard in here. And then this is where I stick things that need to go back to their home. So things that have already, I need to find a home for this. That's why they're still sitting in here. So things that have already been graded, or things I pulled off my bulletin board, or things like that. And so this was like, I mean, up to here. It was bad. And so I finally went through that, and I put all of the papers that have been graded into folders in here. So yeah, that is pretty much my whole day. I'm sorry if it was kind of boring, but you know, some days are just kind of like blah. And this was one of them. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'm gonna head home because I actually have to sing at a choir concert tonight. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share if you found anything interesting. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about anything, and I will be happy to respond. Have a great day.